Welcome back. It's Linda, the lady of Lady and the Frogs. Obviously there's been a massive gap between my last video and now, and you'll probably hear that I still sound stupid. Not so much the Albuquerque now, but just very breathless and not really getting any better. But never mind, I'm just carrying on. So this video is going to be more of the Lego that I've got, because I have had a number of days where I've just sat down and done not very much. So I've still got a lot of Lego that I need to sort through. I have sorted through some of it and I have photographed some of it. But I've got a load more to sort through, and I really need to get some more, you know, like just mixture sets on, because I've completely sold out of my mixture sets that I put on eBay. But yeah, just very frustrated with my health. It's a chest infection that I've got, and I have taken a bit of Ventolin, but all the Ventolin, I don't get on very well with Ventolin with asthma. Obviously I take my steroid regularly, but it just doesn't feel like it's doing all that much. Ventolin gives me the shakes, and as I found out this time round, it's given me a really bad cold sore, like mouth ulcer type thing. Cold sore, it wasn't a cold sore. It was a mouth ulcer, so bad there that I could barely open my mouth. So for about 5 days, excuse me, for about 5 days I was only having field pasta and soup to eat. I couldn't even manage cereal. I've got some Weetbix which I just completely soak and I can eat that. So I'm really unimpressed with that. I don't know if it's because I just don't take Ventolin all that much, and when I take my steroid I take it in the morning and then I brush my teeth, and in the evening and then I brush my teeth. So I'm always very disciplined about brushing my teeth, but because Ventolin I just have in my pocket, I've just taken it and then, you know, ended up in a bad way that way. So I'm just going to show you the state of the Lego, and hopefully I'm going to get on, really crack on with this now. There's a few really good sets which I think I can make, so that's what my goal is. This is the first thing which I've got, which is ready to photograph. Obviously I've photographed a whole load of other things and I've got them listed. But this, I had this base part which was sat around for ages, and then I just thought, oh, I'll just check if the battery works with it, because I've just assumed that most of my battery things are ditched, because you know, a lot of them went looking like that, and then a whole load of these, actually 2 of these, that one ended up being soaked in bleach, and then these, which are sound parts, that got soaked in bleach. So I really just thought, oh, this is going to be a mess. But as you can see, all you have to do is pick it up. I was absolutely gobsmacked. It actually worked. This one I didn't give a bathing to, but I thought it went with something called Mission Control, and then I realised it actually went with this other set here, which I don't know what it's called, but this is complete except for the minifigure. However, what's going on here? Right, the dude is in here, you can see him. So I have got a minifigure. It's not quite the right one. I do have pieces for another set which this guy is supposed to be in, so obviously he's got a shirt. So he's not got the actual like breathing apparatus, but I've got the right helmet and the rest of it, and the right face. So I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. And obviously the light and sound element is functioning. It's got the decorated parts on it. The only other issue that I had was I didn't have another one of these base plates, but it's all there. It works. This is about as cool as it gets. I wish that most of these light and sound things were like this, because these ones, this one's from 1999, I think. And then these ones, these are like the 80s ones. So you'll see that, well, you're supposed to press that, but this has got a really bad connection. Yeah, so it's working. This one works, but it's got a bad connection. And most of the bits are all like that, bad connection. So these can drive you up the wall. So these turn round. I think this is the one that's had a bathing. It must be, because it's temperamental. But this is the thing that drives me up the bloody wall about them. Yeah, I think it is working. It's just not that good, is it? Yeah, so I think they're all supposed to have like different sounds. Yeah. Okay, so these are working. This is the one which I've had. These are working. That one's working. This is one I've had for ages. So I think I can probably afford to sell some of these because I now have 7 of them. I've been keeping them back for a while. See, this is the other thing, is that these buttons are the things which are temperamental. You think that they would just turn on and off, but no, they don't. It just stays on constantly. So, yeah, I think I can probably afford to get rid of one of these. I should think that I have this Fire Brigade one. None of them are worth any more than like 20 to 30 pounds anyway. So I think that's probably why I haven't bothered. And then I just feel like if I sell them, they're bound to get to the person at the other end, and then they go, oh, it didn't work. So, well, at least I have a video now to prove that they do work, although I haven't shown them all working, have I? I mean, obviously this one's probably going to get thrown away because it's ditched, but this is one of the only ones which is like printed, and I think this one is a rarity. That's actually the set number. I don't know what that one is. I don't know what half of this sticker stuff is. So anyway, the rest of the chaos is like this. It is just absolutely bonkers in here. My husband is currently on a job. He keeps bringing stuff back, which is on this job. I mean, in the other room, I have loads of cake plates, which is fabulous. And there's a potential that he might end up on a job clearing out Jimmy Savile's old flat. So, what's going to come home from that place? Anyway, what I have to deal with at the moment, I have to inventory this, which I need to do in the daylight because it's these ones where I can never tell the colour differences between these things. And I've got this one which I've just worked out what it is, so I need to inventory that. And then the rest of them, I'm just sort of like pulling them together and just putting the spares together, which I need to do on a whole load of them, and then I can actually work out what I've got. These are incomplete, so I'm going to put these on auction tonight. I don't even know what these are. I'm not interested in them. None of them are in any way complete. You have to, they need elastic bands with them for a start to put these things together. So the intention is that you put that together as a ramp and then you smash your hand down on it and the car flies off. But none of these are complete, but I've made a list of what they are, and somebody in America has sold a complete set of them for like £30, and then everybody else has just hit a wall. So I'm just going to put them on like a 99p auction just so it's gone, because I'm not interested. And then I've got all of this which I've got to go through, and it's like last night when I did the rocket, I just never expected to have all the bits for it, but yeah, they were in here, and because I've been sifting through it, it's not really in order anymore, so this is absolute chaos now. So I'm going to have to start like doing things and putting things away. So the quest that I am on now, I still have this to do. I have a aeroplane which I need to do. I have a refuse truck to do, and another refuse truck to do. That's a different refuse truck. I'm going to do this now because I've just been looking through my instructions and I've found that I've got this. I haven't got the minifigures for it, but I'm also going to be doing this one called Rebel Hunter, which is that, because that ties in with that, and so do these parts. These unique parts in this colour are only on this set. So I'm going to do that one, and I'm going to put those two together. Then I'm going to look and see what houses I've got. This is another one of the rocket themed pieces which I've got. I'm going to see if I can do, and those are the rocket themed pieces as well, so I've got another one. I'm going to see if I've got the Weetbix house anyway, because last time I had the Weetbix house, even though it was sort of like not completely faithful, I sold it for £100. I sold it for £50. So I'm going to do the Weetbix house. And then I've got some vacation house, which I think is number 60, which has these style Velux. So I'm going to do them. And then I'm going to try and do the castle again. Which, if you bear with me, which I could just give you a screenshot of what I've previously sold it for, which was 110. So this, I think I can do this again. So with me selling it for 110 last time, I think that I can do it. Even it might not have all of these guys with it, but I've got an awful lot of the figures, so I'm going to see how far I can get that. Yeah, so yeah, it's fucking crazy in here. The other thing which I did do, so these are the plates. It is bonkers, I tell you. It is bonkers. So this is all the stuff which I've got listed. I'm always surprised at how empty these are. The other thing which I did was, I've got this going on tonight, which, this is my big issue with them, is that this was 3 complete sets. However, they weren't complete because I've got, no, it was 5 complete sets in there because I had 2 little tiddler sets in it. But none of them had the minifigures. So it's all Space Planet. Those are the things. So I'm just throwing that on auction, because the last time I sold spares of Space Planet, I did really well with it. So I'm going to put them on, because I think this is all stuff which was going to go in a skip. But somebody who's having a DIY wedding might really appreciate that, I think. Okay, it's Friday and I'm still on a bit of a go slow, but I've got these things ready to list. So these are the sets that I've got. Again, short minifigures. This was one that I had anyway knocking around, which is sort of similar but not exact. So this set would sell for 40 to 50, I think, if I had what I needed with it. So it opens up and that drops out. So there's supposed to be a Blacktron figure in there, which is like somebody he's captured, and then we're supposed to have a pilot in here. So this is quite a good little set, and obviously that fits in there, and then that stays in there. So yeah, frustrating, this minifigures situation, but I'm just going to put these on auction as a lot. So I've got that little set as well, which goes with it. It's called Galactic Chief, and then this one here, which is Sonar Security, which is obviously this one little colour substitution there, which is really bizarre. For some reason I didn't have the other pulley for that. I don't know what's going on. I've got absolutely loads of like really weird pieces, like hundreds of the same pieces in the last job lot that I got of like things, and one of them was pulley systems, but they're red 1x4 plates. So yeah, so I'm going to get that photographed and put on. And then I have done the Weetbix House. It's not quite right. I used to have loads of these dustbins, but for some reason I don't seem to have any. This one's broken. Minifigures are correct, but the chairs are supposed to be white, and I've not got any white chairs. I've got these, the correct pieces. There's another eye, which is put within the building, and then not quite right on the car because I've put some white substitutions in there, but you know, and the umbrella isn't quite right either, but I'm just going to put that on for 40 because the way I see it is they're selling for 50 to, and the brand new sets are selling at around £100. One of them sold for 250 recently, so you know, it's easy money. And then the other thing that I'm doing, you see, this is another thing. This is what I'm saying is, these are all the those toe parts that I have. So I've literally got about 50 of these. It doesn't make sense. And then I've got plates as well, which are all the same. And then I had absolutely loads of these, which I've put some in my stock. So I'm going to sell them as lots of 12. And this is how many I've got in that I've already packaged them all up. So they're all ready to go. And I've got some more stickers to put those things on. See, I don't have as many of the white and the yellow, but I've got loads and loads of these red ones. So I've just put packs of 12 together, which will go as large letter. Well, some of my packaging's a bit dubious, but I think it, you know, if it's not large letter, I'll have to sort that out at another point. But yeah, I've got loads of bubble wrap as well, so I probably was just a bit generous with the bubble wrap. That was one of the things which has been thrown away recently at my husband's work, so you know, that's a bonus. Right, so yeah, still in this situation, so still got a lot to do. So I'm going to see what else I can muster the energy to sort out. Hello, it is now Tuesday the 25th of January. I've hated every minute of January because I've just been ill. I am feeling a lot better today. And look, now, I have a clear area. Obviously you can see Lego is here. But I am there now. Today I am going to list. I have not listed nearly enough things. So today I am going to photograph this and I'm going to list what I've got here. I have still got a lot to do in regards to the Lego. However, I want to do a big clean-up. So I haven't done all the sorting, and I've literally just put it all away and packed it all away, and I've just been having a sort of like cursory look at stuff, and there's some things which I still need to sort through. So even some of the stuff which I've sat here, which I thought I was going to photograph, I'm not going to be putting on. I have listed some of the stuff which you just saw in the previous snippet. I still haven't done this, and I've just had to like go through what I've done yesterday and pull out a load of the wheels on it because I realised that the wheels need to go with these sets. So I am going to be doing that. Let's turn the camera around a little bit. So what you see here is brick starter sets, which I'm going to make up, which is what that goes with. So I'm going to have to do that first before I do those brick starter sets. So I want to do at least 10 brick starter sets because I've literally sold out of all of them. So I sell them for £10 and they just fly out of the door. But today I have got these ones ready. Turning again, turning again. I just want you to see that I'm not lying. So these ones are wheel sets. I'm not able to do the sort of like cabriolet, the sort of like A pillar bit. Or actually it's the D pillar bit. I just haven't got enough of them, but these are car bases and wheels. And even the last two limited sets that I did of these, they sold quite quickly. I've put windscreens in it, I've put steering wheels in it, wheel arches. It's all just a selection, and I've done 10 of them. This took me ages to do last night. I absolutely hate doing these wheels because it's just destroyed my nails, because you have to get, it must be something that like, another one. It must be something that kids can do that you can't do once you get past a certain age. But there's some of these wheels, which I can't see at the moment. See, some of them don't look very big. So before I do the hoovering, I'm going to do a big mop through. I'm going to pull the sofa out. I'm going to go in there. It's really weird, but my motivation is because I think we've got a mouse. Well, I know that there's a mouse in the ducting, because we live in an apartment block and we're the top floor, and I can hear it in the ducting, but I'm convinced that it's actually been in the apartment now, so I'm going to do a big clean. Yeah, so this is the thing, these bloody things here. So that's what it's supposed to look like. That actually fits in here, and it just so it's got to go through that way. I just cannot do it. It's like I've got to a certain age now where my fingers aren't nimble enough to achieve this. So I can get so far, and then it just sort of like sits there and it doesn't go in. So I've just chucked them in there, and whatever kid gets it, they can deal with it. That's what I find, is that these are parents who are buying these for their kids, and they just want to add some of the parts which they don't have to their Lego sets. The last lot of the brick selections that I had, literally this woman, she paid me £40, and she came round and she just took them all, and she came to the door and gave me 40 quid, and I just took them. I just handed them over. I didn't even take them out of these bags, even though these boxes, even though I didn't need to post them. So I'm going to do them today, before I hoover, because I don't want to like end up like hoovering up bits or get bits back on the carpet, the floor, which I've just done. So then I've got all the rest of this. I'll just show you what else I've got here. So I've got this Exploring spare, which I think I showed you before. There's another Exploring set, which I'm going to, I just need to do the planetary decoder. Because I'm lacking the minifigures, I'm just going to auction it as spare parts. So I've just got to pull those parts out for that before I do that. Then there's another space set there. I've got 2 lots of space sets which are currently on auction. One of them's got like 15 watches on it, and so it's doing really well. So this will just go on auction as well, because it's just spares, but they're unique parts that people want. So as long as they're attributed to the sets, they'll go. And I'm going to declare that I haven't tested this bloody stuff, because I'm just not even going there. So I've got two of these, which I did. This was really easy. I could probably do another like 900 of this thing, because I've got loads of these. Having done the vehicle sets, I realised how few doors I've got, but how many I've actually got with the Shell logo on. These, I just found out last night what these were from. Just some minifigures with the weapons. The weapons thankfully had their number on, so I was just able to pull that up on Bricklink. I'm not a fan of Bricklink, and the reason is just because of the way it's so hard to inventory things, because I put all my like bricks in one place and then just sort through the colours, but they sort their stuff in colours, and it's really difficult to pull it all up. So I'm just going to put those on an auction as well. These are parts for the Gungan sub. Star Wars, so I'm just going to auction them, I think, or put them on a buy it now. Don't know. These are the random things which I had loads of. These, I've stuck them in my wheel sets, but I'm probably going to fling a few of these on just a multi-listing. I've this little flexible thing which is on the top of here. I'm just going to list that because that's an easy list, and the only ones that seem to be for sale for that spare part are in France. So yeah, just that little flexible whatever it is roll cage, which wouldn't save anybody's life for love nor money. And then I've got these. So randomly, so you've got this part here, and then it's got this bit on the bottom which looks like that. So I had a bunch of these. These all go with the shell tanker set from the 70s. So this might be quite a rare part. You see, this is the weird thing about this thing, is that, you know, it's got all them and it's got all them. It's just totally bizarre, because I just don't understand how anybody would have that as an item in a job lot. It's really weird to me where all these parts came from. So what have I got now? There's a load of stuff here which is actually assembled. I do have another a job lot thing here. This is divers. It's multiple sets which are in here, but I've decided to just put them all on together because it's just rubbish. So I think there's about 4 different sets there, but none of them are complete, and it's all just spares. Oh, you know, it's got quite random stuff like that. So I'm just going to stick all that on its own. Okay, what we're doing now, we have got this set here. So I did have one surfboard. This is not the right sail for this, but never mind, I'm sure it won't make a blind bit of difference. It's got this sort of like bouncy wheel arch on it. You know, I think it's supposed to have an elastic band somewhere, but I couldn't work out where the elastic band was supposed to go. This won't get me any more than £5, really, I don't think. So it's not even that much to talk about. This is something which has sat around for ages because I didn't have enough of the yellow tiles, and then I just thought, why am I getting all het up about this? It's not, this is going to be like 10 to 15, I think. This is one of the 1970s, so like 1973, I think. They've had an earthquake, so all their gear's fallen off the table. It's just not very well designed. So you've got like these tiles as coasters, and then the drinks go on them. So this, I'll have to like faff about setting this up again. Yeah, so it wanted like 38 of these yellow tiles, which for some reason I just don't have, and now everything's rolling everywhere. So I'll be really pleased to get this sorted and gone. Yeah, it'll be nice to get that done. And I think that's not supposed to be red, that's supposed to be yellow. So all in all, once I've done these colour subs, which I don't think is that bad, it won't make a difference. And then it'll be gone and it'll stop rolling around the floor. This is why I want to do the photography before I hoover, because if I just like put these somewhere, I'm bound to hoover all of this up. I'll save that one till last because that's the good one. Yeah, I still haven't photographed that. I've photographed the other one, so it doesn't matter. This has got colour subs on it, on the doors there. The doors are both supposed to be clear, but I didn't have enough clear. But they're exactly the same ones, and it's yellow, and it complements the windows, so I don't really think it makes any difference. What else have I got? A wheel fixing is grey. Is it? Oh, so that's on that scooter, yeah. So the back wheel, which nobody will notice, is wrong, and there's a split on that chin strap. But all in all, that's ready. £25, I think, with instructions, but obviously I haven't got instructions. But you know, I might well stick it on for 25. And this set here, is where the money is. This, God, I think I might be able to get 75 for this. I know it sounds really far-fetched. It's not just that, it's got these geezers on it as well. I've had this before and it used to sell for 40, then it sold for 50. The last time I had it, I sold it for 50 really fast. People sell it with instructions for 75. I don't know. I mean, so conservatively, I'm getting 50 for this. But this is just my spares. So I've been through all my spares. I was really hoping to make this other castle again, which I really could have done. But it needed 25 of this, and I only had 21. And then I just thought, well, I'll just make some of the little sundry sets anyway. I've got another little sundry set which I can make, except I need a plate, one of these blue plates. I need in 16, so I might just colour substitute that. And then I don't know how many minifigures I've actually got, but I haven't properly looked into it yet because I just needed to get this one gone. I just needed to get something on and something done because I'm trying to do so much I end up like getting confused and then not doing things. So this has got one shield missing, but you wouldn't know, would you? I don't even know which shield it is that's missing. Yeah, I couldn't tell you. One of the helmets is different and the torso on this minifigure is really poor. And in fact, I don't think the minifigure is very good because his head just comes off. I bought a job lot of minifigures and the guy was obviously a shyster, so I shouldn't have bought from them, but you know, it's done now. I think I only paid like £10, so it is what it is because you don't get castle minifigures for that money all that often. So that's going to go on today, and I think that's it. There's a few stupid bits there which I do need to just get on, but yeah, I'm happy with where I am. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to get these things listed. Hang on, I didn't show you this. I knew there was something else. So one of the things which I had, which I was looking at, I've got to have a little look in my spares box. So this is Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel. Yeah, I don't know either. So in America, this sells for £15. Here it sells for half of that. I don't know. Some people have been selling it. So this crazy arm, this hand thing, some people have been selling it anyway, just like that, you know, sort of with their arms all sort of knotted together. But it is supposed to have these two hands on it. I've only got one hand. I'm almost convinced that it might be somewhere. And frankly, when I do the hoovering, who knows what's underneath these cabinets? I've got one thing there, and then I've got one thing, I've got the sofa. And I know there's something under the sofa which I can't quite get. So when I move that, I might find it. You know, I won't. It'll be another wheel or some poxy wheel arch or a piece of Technics Lego, which I'm not interested in. So yeah, going to get this photographed, going to get it listed, going to put the... I've already done the bedrooms. I cleaned the bedrooms yesterday and I've mopped. So I'm just going to put these other things in the other room or down there and just focus on doing this. Otherwise, I'll just get in a flap and I won't have enough daylight to take photos of it all or enough time to get it all listed. This is one of the things I put on. I forgot to put that it didn't have instructions on. So now I've had like 3 people message me going, has this got instructions on? And you just think, oh, I haven't photographed instructions, so do you think that they're included? But it's so frustrating. And it says just spare load of Legos, so why would they think that there's instructions with it? Anyway, right, I'm going to crack on with this, and hopefully I'm going to actually be able to start doing some haul videos this week, because I am determined to get myself back out there now that I can actually like walk. I know that I walk quite pacey anyway, because I've noticed this, because I've been going to this post office every day anyway, even though I've been chesty, and I noticed that I walk very fast anyway, so I have to put like, you know, swaggery rap music on so that I walk at a pace more like this, where I don't end up getting an asthma issue. So now that my energy's back, I feel like I might actually be able to get out there and do some sourcing, you know, which will mean I've just this month has just been a complete write-off. I may as well have just been hibernating for all the good it's done for my business. So I'm going to crack on with this now, and thank you for watching. And I'm sorry there's no frogs in here, but they're not going to be in here while I'm cleaning. That's the size of it.